Oh my gosh. Okay, but there's no picture, I guess. Oh no, there is. Fantastic. So let's go there then. Hello, test. All right, cool. Now let's go to multiple things. I don't even know how to. Let's go to my channel. Ooh, awesome. Oh, it's coming in kind of soft. Oh wait, no, that's because my computer's really soft. That's why. Hey Henry, yeah, I'm early just because I'm actually multi-streaming right now. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. It's kind of like a test thing. Um, oh yeah, it looks like I don't know if it's just my end, but something's coming in awkwardly. I'm not gonna watch myself on Twitch today. I guess that's gonna have to be the negative thing. Oh wait, I can actually see. I can't merge the chats, unfortunately, right? I can't do that. You're sick? Oh, jeez, man. Hope you get well soon. You're trying to stay out of. All right, I won't say that out loud. That's awful, man. Hope you get well soon so you can go right back to school where you belong. No, I'm kidding. Nobody belongs in school. School's awful. I'm kidding. School is great. You'll never know my real opinion. All right. Anywho, you've got the German test. Yeah. I could pass it for you. If you trust me with your German test, I'll give you a solid 5%, which is apparently a C in some countries. Anywho, okay. Oh, let me see something here because so on Twitch it's really easy to set what I'm streaming. I'm curious how I can do it here. Edit. Is there no like category? Title. The title is, what's my title today? Today it's overhaul continued. Overhaul continued. Dot dot dot. I kind of wish this would update everywhere. Um. Not being sent often enough, which is please use. Okay, so there's an issue apparently. I don't know, it seems fine. It's just I guess I'm not doing anything there. That's why it's coming all weird. Wait, I gotta go back to like the. Wait, what? Why is this showing up here? Whatever. I will. I only have myself watching here, so I don't really know anything about how YouTube would be. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there is a category. So if I can change that, that would be ideal. Details. Again, this is the first time I'm doing this on YouTube. This is gonna be gaming, I guess. It's not. I mean, I'm not really gaming, but Roblox Studio. Wow, it's not even here. Okay, I'm gonna. What? It won't. It won't let me pick something that's not pre-selected. That's so dumb. Maybe sign. No, it's I'm just gonna do Roblox. Roblox. I can't believe it won't let me do Roblox Studio. That's so dumb. Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Just making a game and trying to figure out this multi-streaming thing. It's saying, please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Current keyframes are not being sent often enough, which can cause buffering. Current keyframe frequency is 8.3 seconds. Note that ingestion errors can cause incorrect group of picture sizes. Use a keyframe. Is there something I can change here for that? I think it just thinks that because I'm not doing anything on the actual thing there. No. Anywho, I'm gonna go back to making the game now, as I was doing earlier. So we're gonna go here. I'm just gonna kind of ignore. I don't want to ignore YouTube actually. So is there a way I can have another stream chat? Let's see, docs. Hey, what's going on, Tommy? I am making a game right now, so unfortunately I don't really have time to do other stuff. So not right now. Maybe sometime in the future when my game makes money. I'm making a 2.5D RPG called Acorn Adventure. Here's the game if you want to check it out. Actually, it's still in alpha. I want to push it to beta soon, but unfortunately, I've been doing an overhaul that's taken me a while. I'm actually at a new part here. Well, it's an old part, but it's a part that I wanted to go back to anyway, and that's overhauling the equipment. And this is one of the 3 reasons. I know 2 reasons. I'll think of a third. One of the 3 reasons that I'm gonna have to reset the data store for like 2 days before I actually go to beta. I'm sure Bop is gonna be upset about that, but that's okay. I do need I'm gonna need people to like aggressively test once this update goes live too. Or aggressively try to break the game rather. I need them to try to break the game so I can fix any problems before I go into beta, and then obviously I'll try to fix any problems in the beta too. Oh yeah, I could make stream chat visible. I kind of don't want to do that though, because also it's like delayed. But OBS has a chat thing. It's just I have Twitch chat in that chat thing. Oh wait, Twitch chat. Wait, I think I got something. I got chat and Twitch chat. Okay, let's edit or custom browser docs. Oh, maybe I have to like connect it separately. Just check it out here. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions, because there's a lot of things you can do in the game right now, but well, a lot of things you can do, at least menu wise. I'm trying to add more content in terms of monsters, and like I'm trying to add a boss too. That's actually going to be the point where I make it go into beta. But right now I'm just doing an overhaul. Unfortunately, I have to do an overhaul of the back end code. You know what? It's the first day doing YouTube. I don't expect too much activity there anyway, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it be and fix it later. I'm just happy that I was actually able to go live. And actually, because it's on YouTube, it might just save on YouTube automatically, so I'll be able to check it out as like an upload on YouTube too. So that'll just be, it'll be my first video on YouTube. All right, Henry. Just make sure you don't go too hard and make people realize you're really not that sick. All right. Of course, of course. I have a feeling I'm gonna get burned here, just like I got, just like what happened when I was first starting on Twitch, where I would like miss chats, but like nobody's really, obviously nobody's watching me yet on YouTube. I literally started streaming 10 minutes ago for the first time. It's okay. It's okay. We can check out the YouTube stuff. Oh, you know what? Let me log in to Twitter and then share it on Twitter, because I have not posted anything on Twitter like ever. There you go. That makes it easy. Makes it super easy. Also, I have 3 notifications. Why? Oh. 2 of them are just me logging in. 17 people followed me. Why? Oh, these are all like porn accounts. Great. Gotta love that. Gotta ban some of these people. Anyway. Doing some work now. Oh, what are you doing, Henry? What in the world are you sending? I can barely see the chats because there's multiple chats on the screen right now. I'm just gonna close this because this is not gonna connect. Okay. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, but like why? I can't read typograms. All right, let's get this party started, or continued, really. All right, so select table. I'm overhauling how the stats are created on item drops, and I'm making it so that I already changed it so that each item can only have a max of 4. Yeah, a max of 4 additional stats. That means that if in this, for example, a sword by default has 3 stats: speed, attack, and strength. These are not included in the 4 additional stats. So technically, if the random number generator hits 4 completely unrelated stats to this, then this weapon will have like 4 completely different stats, which is kind of an issue, actually. Actually, you know what? No, what I'm going to do is, so selected table, rarity module, what table are we going to use? Are we going to use, we can't use those 2. We can either use cost or weight. Or max, actually. Cost, weight, or max. And also just make sure jump height is the same everywhere. I'm pretty sure I I did the Control F thing. So yeah, jump height is the same everywhere. This is... I'd like to do a space here. Walk speed, jump height. That would be cool if that actually works. Let's see if that actually works. So what do you say? Cost, weight, or max, or description? I'm not going to do description. I'm probably going to do max, actually. Or should I do... maybe I shouldn't even do max. Gotta learn your German, man. You gotta specken the Deutsch, or however they say it there. Okay, so we've got the select table, rarity module, stat. Okay, so before I do this whole while loop, for icon current stats. Let's do this. I'm gonna... What? There you go. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna put it right after current stats up here. And I'll say... index... This is from base items. So this is basically what we're looking at here. I don't care about description. I care if info, or rather, let's put this up here. Oof. I guess you have to learn German after all. That's what happens when you do things specifically to not have to study. You're just going to try to take off an additional day? Is that what you're doing? Stat module dot... I think I'm actually going to do... Which one of these will not change is the question. I think description is the only one that is likely to not change. So that's what we're going to do. Also, we're going to say description. The 70... What? What do you mean the 72nd? Stat module description info. Then select table dot insert selected table comma info. And all right. This is cool. This is cool. table here. This is constructing the weight table. Okay, so I'm not saying anything right now because I'm thinking, should I just I'm essentially I'm constructing the weight table here using the pool, but I could just basically eliminate the weight table and create like make each of these a weight table essentially because they're already a weight table. It's just they're not weighted yet. Everything is at 1. But all I have to do to make it a weight table is just make it so that uh, there's multiple like strengths. That way when I do a math.random from like 1 to 15, if it hits 14, if that's a strength, then that's what it hits. Because strength is going to have 3, walk speed and jump height are 4. The problem is this becomes kind of long, but this is like it's a dictionary, so who cares? I think that's fine. All right, so crit rate. Let's just do CDR. CDR is 2. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna construct manual weight tables, which is not the smartest thing in the world, but it's okay. I'll do it. All right, man. Take care, Henry. Yeah, Henry. I know I said that. I said I wanted it to. All right. That's the goal. Things come up though. Things come up. All right. CDR attack. Attack is also 2. Okay. Strength is 3. You know what? All 3 of these are 3, and anywhere that they show up, the other ones show up too. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. These kind of show up everywhere, honestly. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, so all 3 of these are actually done. HP and MP and accuracy. So HP and MP, I'm pretty sure anywhere HP shows up, MP shows up. Yep. So I'm going to do the same thing here, except this is 4 instead of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh, whoops. My bad. 2, 3, 4. All right, MP. So now there's a bunch of that everywhere. Amazing. That's HP and MP. Accuracy, walk speed, and jump height are also 4. I'm pretty sure walk speed and jump height are literally in one spot. Yeah, so these can actually go kind of like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then accuracy is also 4. But this is also kind of limited. Only in 2 spots? Yep, only in 2 spots. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right. So that is all of them. Wow, that's long. Okay, we're going to change this to weight. Gonna make the previous weight invisible, or comment it out, really. Let's check on YouTube for a sec. Nice. The YouTube. Cool, cool, cool. So now we've got the weight table. This is useless now, because this is essentially what I just did, except it's even more random for me, a little bit more random for me. Where is it? Stat module dot. I spelled weight wrong. Weight. All right, so I already added the select table info. I'm gonna print selected table here, and then afterward I'm gonna print it down here. So here, theoretically, this says while, so select table now has the default stats that appear in the base item. Shared base item. So in this case, for this sword, it would be attack and strength would be in this base table. That means for anything that is under epic rarity, this will like completely skip over, because common rarity has 0 additional stats, so that would always skip over this anyway. Uncommon is, let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure uncommon is 1, and then rare is 2. Yep, uncommon is 1, rare is 2, epic is 3. So epic is the first time for this specific item that there could be potentially a third stat. And statistically speaking, there will be a third stat. It's unlikely that there won't be, but I will make it so that players can add a third stat later if they really want. In reality, it's probably not the most efficient to have a third stat, but that depends on what you're going for. Also, once you get into like the higher rarities, it's pretty much it'll be a statistical impossibility. It'll be so impossibly low. I don't think I'll make it so that you can get rid of stats. I think I'll make it just so that you can add stats up to the max value of the rarity. Max value of common is 0, then it goes to 50, 100, 200, 500, 1000, 2000, I think. And I wanted that to change with I wanted that to change with the weapon level too. Yeah, I think that's fine, honestly. I do think that's fine considering the like what each stat takes in terms of quote unquote value. Then I have the idea here where it's like the space increases 1% every level until level 50, then 2% every level until level 100. Yep, yeah, that kind of stuff. That kind of fun jazz. And that'll be important later when quote unquote maging gear is involved, or increasing the, or what is it, improving gear. There's going to be two different forms of improving gear. I've already decided. I've spoken to my friend and my brothers about it. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be starring and maging. Okay. So now we're going to decide on the space. So here, I should probably have this elsewhere, so it's not a there's so many things to still go through here. I'm gonna sit down. Give me one moment. All right. And I'm back. Let's check out YouTube. YouTube's still going strong. Cool, cool. Oh, wait, error, please. Oh, it's the same problem. Oh, it only happens when I click off of it or click whatever. It's not a big deal. I guess when I'm not focused on this and like there's no actual frames to send, I guess YouTube thinks nothing's happening. Makes sense, makes sense. And I'll fix the chat there for next time. Next time being tomorrow. So for now, it's going to be a few hours of no real chat on YouTube. All right, so how am I going to handle space? Well, for starters, I don't actually want the full value of the space to be taken by the random stats provided here. I want definitely 50% or under. And actually, for the higher levels, I think people would actually want a very low roll, because that way they can pick which stats essentially go on. It would be more costly likely to to actually put the stats that they want on there, but they actually can get all the stats they want on there instead of leaving it up to chance. So the current cost is 0. Alright, it's going to be rarity module 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. Multiplied by math.random 1 comma 50 over 100. And times base item. Yeah, perfect. Where's B item? Just want to make sure it is B item. I'm just going to type it B item dot level. Local level based space is equal to it's going to be the rarity module. Workable space. Level based space. So this is going to be multiplied by 1 plus B item dot level what was the thing I said before? Let's go ask AI. Let's see if this guy can get me back. Alright, I need a code that increases a value by 1 for, or not increases, that sets, or that increases a value by 1 when for every 50 of another value. Let's see what this gives me. This is probably not anything. In Lua. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So I'm probably just going to use that then. Let's try it the other way though. So this is going to be plus math.seal level over 50. That was so much easier than what I was about to do. I'm very happy I asked AI. Phenomenal. They did it the other way. They did floor, but this works fine. This should work fine. So basically, if it's 1 over 50 is a small number. But if you round it up, that would be ceiling. It would be 1. Oh, right. I need this again. Times that. Okay, so let's say we're at level 30. At level 30, this would be 30 over 50, which would be rounded up to 1. So, and this would be 30 times 1, which is 30. This would have to be divided by 100. And that would be 30 divided by 100 plus the number 1. So essentially 1.3, which is exactly what I want it to be. Right, and then, okay, and so every 50 levels will be a massive increase in the amount, or a quote-unquote massive increase in the amount of extra points that an item can get, because it actually multiplies all of the level, not just yeah, I'm okay with that, actually. Get some crazy equipment later on. Okay. So this is level-based space. Level-based space, then we get the randomness of it. Should it be... So here's the thing. This value, the level-based space, the total amount of it, I'm actually going to put on the equipment, and I will subtract the used space from it, essentially, or I'll put the used space on it, and that'll essentially allow me to, or allow players to remove the used space, probably using Robux, and then add things as necessary. Cool. I like that. Get rid of this entirely now. While workable space is greater than 0, do oh wait, now I have to go back to exactly. There's a reason why I had it like this before. I just didn't want to have to create this table, because these tables were created multiple times. Every single time a new weapon dropped, a new one of these tables was created rapidly, and then eventually garbage collected, ideally. Now I just have the one table. Here's what I'll do. I will actually keep running through the weight, but if it's not a member of the selected table, then I'll just rerun it essentially until it finishes the stats. Local weighted stat is equal to math.random 1 comma number where is it? Here it is. That's what I'm looking for. While, let's see, this is going to be select table weighted stat. Oh shoot, no, that's not right. Stat module dot weight. Okay. Now we do this. Table dot find is equal to nil. Do okay, so now we're trying to find that specific stat in the select table. If it's not there, then I have to select a different thing. Okay. If it is there, now we have the weighted stat that we're increasing this thing by. I'm fairly certain I can get rid of this. Total additional stats. Wow, I can't type. Total additional stats is equal to table. We'll put this over, oh wait, no, not there. Put this over here. And then we'll say Okay, where's the cost here? Here it is. What's going on, skeleton? Alright, so we're doing... I don't know if I like this. So the items... Okay, there is no max HP and MP. Oh, actually there is. 500 HP, 250 MP, but it's like different. Okay, so this is fine, I guess. The problem here is if HP and MP are such low numbers, I might have to increase these to 5 and 10, and then increase these accordingly. So 5 would go to 5 times 25, which is 125. 125, and this would go to 250. Actually, no, this would still be 125. They'd both be 125. Is this... I think if I remember correctly, this is actually exactly what MapleStory does with stuff. Actually, no, I don't know about that. The thing is, because if I make it in increments of 1, if it keeps hitting HP, then it's gonna lag something out. I hope it doesn't lag things out though. That would kind of be terrible. Well, we'll find out. If it does, I might have to add task.wait stuff around places, around this particular script. Anywho, so we've got the weighted stat. I'm about to add it to the total additional stats here. This is what we're gonna do actually. Local selected location is equal to that. Selected location is equal to nil, then do it again. All right, now we do total additional stats, selected location. Will plus equals also, like, does there already have to be a value in the table for plus equals to work? I guess I could just try it out. Should I make it so that all the stats appear in the same order too? I don't really care too much. I guess I should. I guess we can make it actually we can't make it appear in this order. We can make it appear in this order. Like either of these. Not this one, but this one. I could probably change where this stuff goes though. CDR could probably go at the end. Defense and dodge can go by over here. Crit rate should be above crit damage. This is an array, that's why I'm doing this. Max HP should be right above max MP, then accuracy can be right under that. Strength, precision, intelligence, max HP, max MP, accuracy. Should accuracy be above max HP and max MP or below? It can be above. Crit rate and crit damage, I feel like should be like over here. Yeah. Then cooldown reduction can be at the bottom. There's no skills that have cooldowns yet, so it's kind of arbitrary for now. So these are going to be the orders in like on the stats themselves too. I think the exception to the rule is if by default the equipment has some kind of stat on there, then that's always going to be above. Hey, it's going. I'm overhauling the code now. I've been overhauling the code for like 2 or 3 weeks now. It's kind of depressing, but it needed to happen. And right now I'm actually working on something relatively new. It's something I worked on before, but I'm doing something different with it, and that's the stats on the gear. Like how many of each stat goes on the gear and how the layout looks later. Like in terms of like which stat comes first, second, etc. Like this is what I had before, which is what I'm changing now. Alright, so total additional stats should be so it's the selected location. This is what we can do. Well, first, let me just double check this, because if this automatically is just fine and there's no issue, then I'm just going to do it. Well, let me ask AI. AI can tell me. If a table is blank in Lua, what would happen? I'm only doing this because testing it would be too long because I'm in the middle of something. What would happen if I create and set a new value in the table 2 plus equals 2? Let's see if AI can answer this. Okay, Lua requires explicitly setting it. Okay. So either I initialize the whole table, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna initialize the whole table because of my process here. For index comma stat in selected table do total additional stats index is equal to 0. Amazing. So total addition of stats, selected location, plus equals I guess plus equals 1, sure. And then workable space minus equals oh, I see what I did here. Okay, so 1 before was kind of correct because I would multiply 1 by 125. And so it wouldn't actually be 1, it would be 125, and this wouldn't actually be 2, it would be 250. Or rather, sorry, it was 25 before, so it would have been 5. It would have been 25 and 50. Shouldn't I just no, I'm not gonna do weights like that. I'm gonna do this instead. Well, the main issue here is HP and MP. So we do, it was 1 for 25, but it would actually be like 25. Am I gonna take this back? So it's gonna be 1 and 2 again, and this is just for visuals. I don't really want to do this whole block of code again. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. Oh, it's about time for me to actually start the regular stream. That's all right. We'll just keep going. Just doing normal stuff. How am I gonna handle this? Stat module dot cost. That's what, yeah, this is cost. Hmm. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do weighted stat is equal to HP, or weighted stat is equal to MP parentheses. This is what I should have done before, but it's okay. Is okay. And yeah, stat module dot cost weighted stat times 25 or just that, yeah. That's still one line? What? I mean, I'll take it, but what? Oh, so down here, the reason why we could do this is because, or the reason why I did do this is because I didn't want a situation where like crit rate, like an extra crit rate goes on there when there's really only like one spot left, which I think is correct. Actually, I'm gonna do this first. Then I'll figure out how much workable space I have first, and then if workable space I still have cost up here. So maybe I make this cost actually. Or no, I'm gonna call this total cost, and I'll make this a local cost here. Local cost is equal to this. Oh, come on. If workable space minus cost is what is it, less than 0, right? Less than 0. I'm not gonna. This was actually incorrect. It is less than. It's not less than or equal to. Then break, and yeah, we'll keep it like that. Then we'll do minus equals cost. That's fine. I'm gonna do local cost just to eliminate that problem up there. Okay, so we've got this working, so we subtract the so if that's good, we subtract cost and we add 1 to the location, or to the additional stats. Okay, max is going to be somewhat important soon. So here's the thing. I think we're actually done with this part, because this loops through everything and we create a table with total additional stats, which is just a total of 1s, and then what we can do is we loop through that table. If one of those is HP or MP, we just add to the base stat here. Okay, so we're total cost plus equal cost. Because over here it looks like I added it while I was iterating, which is probably not a good idea. Like I was doing some kind of math here. Oh, you know what? No, I still have to do this. That's what this is. This is checking to make sure that the max is being respected. But do I care about the max being respected? I think the answer to that question is no. But because the answer to that question is no, I think some of these costs have to drastically increase. Like for example, walk speed and jump height I think have to be at least 50 instead of 10 if I'm not going to have a max. I think I'm not going to have a max. Yeah, because over here the max was 1 and 2. Like that's pretty bad. Yeah, initially I wanted it set like the max set to 50% of default walk speed. Or actually I could just make it so that like this stat itself, like there is no max to what the to what equipment can give, but there is a max effective stat essentially, in which case I could technically get rid of this and just have it reflect in the play, like in the actual game. I'd have to add it to the info right up though. So what would make sense that I would have to have like a soft max essentially. Um, Attack through crit damage. There's no reason to have a max. Pierce. I feel like there's no reason to have a max for pierce either. That just increases the damage you do to bosses, basically. Walk speed, jump height, and cooldown reduction, I think, are the 3 that need some kind of max. And I do like the idea of walk speed and jump height having a max of 50% of the default, or maybe 100% of the default. Maybe I'd be okay with 100% of the default, or like 75. Jump height is the weird one, really. Walk speed, I think 50% is for both is fine, actually. 50%. Cooldown reduction, percentage. So I haven't really programmed cooldown reduction yet because there is no cooldowns. But I think cooldown reduction is going to be one of those things where it's like, do I want a min cooldown on things? Like a max cooldown, min cooldown. It really only matters for moves that you want to hit the boss with multiple times, and it's basically your 15 to 30 second burst period. That's what cooldowns will really reflect, is like a time to burst. Also, what's going on here? Hello, test. Oh, it's still working. Weird. Okay. I don't get it. Anyway. So, yeah, it's kind of important to figure this out now since I'm doing the equipment. All right, cooldown reduction. I think is going to be capped basically between 50 and 75%, really. Hey Bob, what's up? Yeah, I was testing today because I'm actually streaming on YouTube now too. So I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So there's nobody watching it on YouTube. It's just I wanted to test it out. There's certain things I still have to fix. Like for example, even if people chat on YouTube, I won't get any notification for it, so I won't even see that they chatted. So sorry YouTube, but I should fix that by tomorrow. It's just for today. I'm just leaving it as is. And this way, this is like a kind of a test to see what happens with the whole YouTube stream thing. Like at the end of the stream, it just go to my quote unquote live videos. If it does, that's awesome. That means I don't really have to record anything ever. It just goes straight to YouTube. And people can always just go to my YouTube channel to check out the old live videos. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, cooldown reduction I think is going to be capped at either 50% or 75%. It's going to be just like one number, but yeah, because of that, this has to be like 500. Like each 1 point in cooldown reduction has to go to 500. You don't know about YouTube? What do you mean you don't know about YouTube? YouTube is a pretty big platform, you know. The long and short of it is I want to make it a bit more streamlined, and also I want to make it possible for people to watch on YouTube if they want. Yeah, it's not the stream I'm worried about. It's the what is it? It's the after stream. Yeah, I think I was trying to look at it before. I don't think YouTube has a very good like search for streams, like search function for streams. I mean, Twitch barely has a workable search function for streams, and that's Twitch, a streaming platform. It's really kind of awkward, but it's okay. all you really need, I guess, and that's what Twitch has, is just categories. YouTube doesn't even really have the Roblox Studio category. It just has Roblox in like four different kinds of Roblox categories, which is strange. Smooth slicing game? Is that like where you like hold your mouse and move and like slice things up? All right, so this means if I set cooldown reduction to 500, that means that high level gear based on my rarity system would have 2000. Let's say a relic tier level 100 weapon. Let's say, I think weapons have cooldown reduction, or offhand, whatever. Level 100, it would be two, right? Or even 101. Let's say it would be like level 108 or something. Because that's probably something, or 101 or 103, something like that. That's going to be the level of the weapon. That's going to be 3% times the level, which level 101 is going to be 303. So 303 divided by 100. So let's just say 300. 300 divided by 100 is 3. 1 times 3, or sorry, 1 plus 3 is 4. So this would be 8,000. Damn, that's a lot. But 8,000 divided by 500 is that a healthy amount? I think that is, because that's only like 16, right? And that would be 16 cooldown reduction. I mean, it would go way higher for like higher level things, but for higher level things, you'd need it to be much higher, because you'd want actually less cooldown reduction and more damage. Really, at level 100, you'd want less cooldown reduction and more damage too. But this is the issue that I'm going to run into, really. I think cooldown reduction being set at 500 cost is reasonable. Now, walk speed and jump height. If this is set to 500, actually, it might make sense to just get rid of the max for cooldown reduction in general. Because let's say you have 100 cooldown reduction, okay, so you can spam things that usually take a lot of time to use, but like that's a lot of stats that you sacrifice to do that. Actually, no, I think it is healthy for the game. I think that there are some cooldowns. Anyway, walk speed and jump height, I think these are going to have to be increased to 100. Pierce, 200. Crit damage, let's go 250 and 500. So crit rate and cooldown reduction are like the same. Okay. The rest of these could probably stay the same, honestly. Attack, strength, precision, intelligence, HP, MP, accuracy. Yeah, the rest can stay the same for now. The thing is that nobody's gonna have to go super close to enemies in the future. Like that classes are just like what you kind of want to do and what your play style is in terms of like taking damage, really. Like you have to go up close to hit with some skills, yeah, but like So the exchanges. I'll explain this. I've decided that I'm going to make it so that first of all, defense. Your defense is going to make it so that you take less damage flat. So let's say a monster is going to deal 20 damage to you, but you have 5 defense, so the monster is actually only going to deal 15 damage to you. So defense is for flat damage reduction after percentage damage reduction. And I'm going to make percentage damage reduction, uh, which is actually this is the part where I'm actually working on it. This is the equipment, and I'm working with equipment and damage pretty much at the same time. So percentage damage reduction is going to be based on your HP. It's going to be based on your HP, the level of the monster, and the HP of people around your level that don't increase HP at all. Because you know how when you level up, you get like 10 HP or something. Yeah, you get 10 HP for every level up. That means as a ranger, who I'm sure most rangers or thieves or whatever are probably not going to have that much stats put into strength. So they're just going to have their level times 10 plus 100. That's going to be their HP. It's going to be compared to the monster, the monster's level. So let's say the monster is level 30. And so what would that translate to in player HP? That would translate to 400 player HP. That would be 30 times 10 plus 100. 30 times 10 is 300 plus 100 is 400. So that means if you're level 30 fighting this level 30 monster and they deal damage to you and you don't have any stats put into HP, then they'll deal 100% damage to you minus your defense. But if you are a warrior, for example, and you have everything put into strength pretty much, except you'll probably have to put some into dexterity, or not dexterity, precision, because I actually did add accuracy into the game. It's not in the live version yet, but I've added it to the game. All that happens, you don't see anything like miss. All that happens is you deal 0 damage if you miss. So what will happen with a warrior where you put like all of your stats into there is I haven't figured out the final calculation, but very likely you will be taking between 25 to 50% of whatever damage you normally would take otherwise. And that so whatever so you take that minus defense afterward. So let's say they would deal 100 damage to you. For a ranger, they deal 100 damage to the ranger. For a warrior, they deal 25 damage to the warrior minus their defense value. So let's say for both the defense value is 10. Ranger would take 90 damage. Warrior would take 15 damage. That's the plan. And because that's the plan, I want to give warriors a bit of a handicap in terms of like how they deal damage, because they are not really meant to be super heavy damage dealers, although like all classes essentially will be damage dealers except for healers. I don't really want healers to deal too much damage. In terms of like how they deal damage, kind of, but like but again, the idea is warriors are going to be, or close combat classes are going to be more defensive in nature. So like I want eventually warriors to be able to take damage for their allies. I want healers to assist their allies, so it buff their stats, buff their HP, and but in exchange for dealing less damage. And then rangers and mages are going to be like more DPS classes. They're going to be similar, except mages are going to be dealing magic-based damage. Rangers are going to be dealing physical range-based damage. There's going to be some physical close combat-based damage too. Is that really going to make a difference in terms of how much damage you're dealing to the enemy? I don't think I really want to do that, where like certain enemies take more damage from magic-based classes, but it'll basically just change what stat you want to use. Yeah, healers can heal themselves. There may be like a DPS version of the healer class, but their heals will be pretty. I would like their heals to be pretty heavily nerfed if that's the case. So basically make it so that they can heal themselves, but they can barely heal others. They can still heal others, but not as much. That would also be that would be like tier 2 classes. Tier 1 classes are yeah. I'll have to start making tier 2. I know Bop, I know that you want the healer class out, but I'm thinking maybe when I release the beta, I'll start working on tier 2 classes, and then I'll go back to the rest of the tier, or to some of the additional tier 1 classes, just to have like the next step. Maybe I won't even do that. It doesn't even take me that long to add new classes, so maybe I will just add the 4 additional classes I wanted to add to tier 1. Because there's no real content for tier 2 classes yet. Tier 2 classes would be basically the next boss, which is after slime. Then after slime, would be a rock boss. And that would be level either 50 or 60. I think 50. I'd have to check in my notes again. But yeah, around that level is around the level that people would probably start getting the next tier of classes. Anywho. Yeah, for healing, so if you're a healer, yeah, what you would do is, the thing is you can level up your main. That would probably be the fastest way to level up healer, really. Level up some kind of DPS weapon, and then when you so that means like your character, your personal character is now leveled up too, and then once you're level like 30 or something, you just switch to the healing weapon and or the healing staff, and you can start leveling up the healing staff. Ideally, you can fight stronger monsters at that point, so you can level up a lot quicker. But yeah, all the tier 1 classes are going to require the same experience, so it's not like your leveling up of 1 will be uber wasted, because you could relatively quickly level up the others on the monsters you're currently facing. The end levels you wouldn't be able to really do until I release. Oh, you wouldn't really be able to do it quickly until I release more areas. But yeah, that is the goal here. Hey, what's going on, Xander? Oh, let me check YouTube. Nothing. That's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna stop checking YouTube once I have the YouTube thing set up in OBS. Nice, good, cool. Have you tried the game? Because if you haven't tried the game yet, here's the game. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to check it out, feel free. Just let me know. It's a 2D game though, so. Oh, gotcha. Also the game isn't a phone game, so you wouldn't be able to play it on your phone. It's just PC. At least for now. We'll see about that in the future. All right, so now I've gotten over. So that whole rant that I just had. Oh, your laptop. Oh, fair enough. Okay. All right, you can try it out later. Yeah, that sucks. Anyway, so I'm not going to have max stats then. So you can have as many stats as you want, but just keep in mind that these bottom 4 stats are going to have a soft cap, essentially. Well, it's a hard cap, but you'll be able to go over it. It just won't do anything. Will people get upset at that? Probably, for like 5 seconds. All right. So selected table is basically the stats, total additional or the name of the stats. Total additional stats is the actual stat, and current stats are the current stats of the item. It starts off with the and this is going to be basically it'll have the same setup as base items. So these are essentially the current stats. It's going to be description speed, description attack, description strength. So now what I need to do is play with strings, apparently. Up here, we're going to do for in. Yeah, it's going to be index, comma, value in selected table do. Sure. What's your big question? So it's not really 2D, it's 2.5D. So it's like a 3D aesthetic. It's just you can only move left, right, and jump up and go down. So there's a few things that you'd have to do that. Uh, Basically, just remove the ability to go forward and backward, and make it so that you can jump through platforms. Which is there's a few different ways to do it, but my favorite way is to just get the lowest point of the character, and whenever it's above a platform, you just turn Hang Collide on. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I have a little thing where if there's like pivot points where when you get to the end of a path, you can press up and it actually changes the orientation of the screen, and now you can go left and right along a new path. Uh, Not a Super Mario copy. More like Maple Story if you've ever played Maple Story. So my game's actually a Korean. It's based on a Korean RPG style. More like. Thanks, man. More like. It's not a copy, Bob, okay? It's not a copy. I don't care how the mushrooms look like. Heavily inspired by is the most I'll say. Yep, just keep in mind too, it's not a phone game, so you wouldn't be able to play it on your phone. But if you could charge your laptop from your phone, that would be cool. Allegedly. I don't know what kind of weird zombie code MapleStory uses. It's probably not Lua. Actually, maybe around that time when they made that game is kind of when Lua was popping off a little bit. Oh yeah, that might help a bit. Ooh, excuse me. in selected table. We are now doing current stats. It's I mean right now it's just like it's a grind game. So basically you go in and you just kill a bunch of monsters to level up and get cool items, get cool skills. I will be adding a bit of a story soon, but right now it's just an alpha, so there's a lot to add. Although I am some of it will be rapidly added. It's just right now I need to update the back end for it first. Yeah, it's Maple Story, but 3D. Yeah, it's not even. It's like a different aesthetic because Maple Story has the uwu look. You know, the chibi look. Acorn Adventure. Here's the game. All right, so how am I gonna do this? The current stat is actually it looks like this, so it's hard to actually. Just do it, Bob. Do it. Gonna be the very best that no one ever was. I will have a leaderboard for highest level, and that one's not gonna reset every month because it can't. That would be dumb. There will be a leaderboard for that. There will be a leaderboard for most monsters killed a month. That's gonna be reset a month every month. Um, there will probably be a leaderboard for most bosses killed a month. Most most party quests completed a month once I have party quests out, which will be released in beta. Nice, nice. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions because I know it can get kind of confusing, especially if you're going from normal Roblox games. Keep in mind you can change all of your keybinds if you'd like. If you just press the K button and just move them around manually. Oh no, how am I gonna do this? Do I have to do this instead? Nice. And I know most Roblox, the people who play Roblox really like the WASD movement, but I really would suggest you use the D-pad. I understand if you don't, though. Because it's not really a game that needs the mouse, and you wouldn't use M1 for anything except for clicking on like GUI stuff. Where is this, by the way? Oh, this is what I'm looking for. All right, current stats. So there's two things you have to know. One, you have a basic attack. By default, the basic attack is the left alt, which is the button next to the spacebar. Um, but again, you can move that keybind wherever you want. And the other thing you'd have to know is that you have skills that you can use. Skills are in the so if you check your menu, either you can open the main menu, which is the bottom on the bottom right. You can click that and you can find skills. Or is it weapons? It's alright. Or you can just click the blue thing with the person in the middle, and that'll open up all your weapons. And then you can drag you click one of the weapons or click the weapon that you have equipped, and you can drag the skill from the weapon into the keybinds, save your keybinds, and then use the skill. Is it complicated? Absolutely not, actually. It just sounds complicated. It's only complicated because, or it's only sounds complicated because other people don't really do that. It's like a regular RPG though. It's not complicated at all. All RPGs do that. Every single one of them. Just Roblox doesn't because people think it's too hard to code or something. I don't know. I did it. Granted, it took me a while. That it is. The difficulty is supposed to come out of like bosses, which I haven't put in the game yet. So right now it's literally just like it's basically a more aesthetically pleasing bandit beater, in my opinion. Oh, you can't change the camera angle. That's the thing. Um, it's a 2D game, so you can only look at it with that with the with whatever the camera is showing you. That is indeed the point of the game, really. The point of it being 2D. Oh, just press up. Yeah. So if you press up, it'll change the angle. That's what you meant. Yeah, I didn't. I forgot that's what, or I didn't know that was what you meant. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't want them to be super hard because I'm also gonna make it in the very near future, probably with the release of this update. I'm gonna make it so that if you die, you lose 10% of your current level 8 experience. Um, because I want people to try to not die, and people just seem to keep going and letting the mushrooms hit their face. That's not evil. That's like normal. Just because you're not used to it is not. That should be normal actually. Like people shouldn't want to like. I want some kind of negative effect for dying, basically. And honestly, I don't like what some other games do, where they make it so that if you die, you lose like half your stats for 3 minutes. I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna make it so that you lose some experience. What if there was a glitch that minused all your levels? Uh, You would lose I haven't coded it yet, but you would lose experience based on your current level. If you have one experience, you'd lose like so if you have like let's say 400,000 experience in total, but in the current level you have only one experience. So like your level let's say 39 with one experience. If you die, you'd go to 39 with zero experience. If you die again, you'd still be at 39 with zero experience. Oh yeah, you could totally do that. You can be level 4 and killing level 5s. Also, in the next update, as soon as I push this bop, just know that everybody's data store is going to be reset. I've changed too many things about the template to not reset the data store. So the data store is going to reset. It's going to be reset for a few days, and then I'm going to push the beta and reset it again. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep that in mind. When the actually when I push this update, I'm gonna take away the extra 20 times experience that everybody's gaining. Yeah, right now monsters give 20 times the experience that they'd normally give. That will change soon. And that was just so people can get a feel for the game in alpha. Although, what I also will do, likely before releasing beta, is I'm gonna add like a few quests that are probably gonna be some kind of repeatable, where you can get enough experience to kind of get into the early levels of the game without struggling too much. Yeah, that's the death animation. It goes ooh, except it's like high pitch. You don't like the death or not the death animation, the death sound. You don't like it when they die, or you don't like the sound when they die. What area? You mean what area drops bow? All of the. You can actually look at the bestiary, dude. Look at the bestiary and look at what drops a bow. They don't go down. What do you mean they don't go down? Oh, you can jump off of a platform by holding the down button and pressing the jump button. By the way, if that's the concern. Uh, for I comma v in current stats do if I is equal to value, then local check stat is equal to false. Check stat is equal to true. And current stats I plus equals value. So you're probably in the spot that has a 10% bow drop rate. In the beginning areas, there's three possible weapon drops. and each area has a different thing that has a higher drop rate. If you click on I think it's the mushrooms basically. The whatever weapon shows up first has the highest drop rate. You go to equip stuff. You go into your inventory. You right click and then you equip, but you cannot equip things that are higher level than you. So the weapons you can equip, but the equipment you can't. Like the gear you can't equip until you're level 8. There's no arrow because I didn't make an arrow yet, Bob. Because I've always been sidetracked with doing other stuff, but I will be doing I will be doing the arrow and the staff orb before I release this version. Including the arrow animation, because I don't have an animation for the bows yet either. If check stat is equal to false, then current stats table dot insert current stats, comma, yeah, we're gonna do local actually no, this is a problem. This be a problem. So that's not what it is. For icon of the in current stats, that's this whole thing. I is something else. V is gonna be what we do. So it's V. Is not equal to nil, then okay. Current stats I value oh shoot, we're adding from not from the select table, but from the where is it? Total additional stats, that's what it is. Okay. Alright, man. Have a good one. Total additional stats. Index. Because total additional stats and current stats should have the same indices. but we have this same problem up here. So I guess I should do this. Oh, actually, no. Stat module cost weighted stat. Okay, so that's let's grab this whole thing, create a new variable, local HP check, and 25 or 1. Oh, sorry about that. I might have to stand up. Alright, over 1 times HP check. Cute. Alright, and down here we say times HP check. Or we can literally just do this. Alright, now I don't have to do any fancy stuff here because it's already in the location. Alrighty then. Let's check what's going on here. Nothing. Go back here. Third time. This is the third time. Go back there. Anywho. I'll check the YouTube thing after I finish uploading. Welcome back, Bob. Welcome back. Check stat equals true. So current stats I value, then I say current stats I dot description is equal to, this is the fun one. Description is simply going to be where is the stat module dot description value? Yeah, value. Dot dot. That boy over there. Old meme. Which I only know about that meme because of something that I heard 2 years ago. It's funny. And by 2 years ago, I mean like 2 months ago. 2 years, 2 months, potato, potato. So this is if it exists there. Now if it doesn't exist, that's what I was doing here. Local new stat is equal to table. New stat value is equal to total additional stats index. New stat dot description is equal to okay. Oh, the problem is this isn't going to be ordered the right way. So this is going to be ordered like based on something else. But this is going to be ordered super randomly, really. Because that's the point. I think that's fine, honestly. It's not that big of a deal, especially since we're only going to have a max of 4 additional stats. Unless, of course, the item already has more than 4 base stats. Yeah, why did I do it like this before? I don't know what I was on, but probably nothing productive anyway. And now we have the current stats. Fantastic. 4i, v in current stats. Stat equal to, yep. Awesome, I hope. So here's the thing. There's one additional thing I want to add here that I didn't have before to make the next part of improve like work. There's actually 2 things, or rather 3 things. That is the level-based space, and the total cost. The total cost is the total cost currently on the total cost of the additional stats currently on the weapon or the on the item, and the level-based space is the total space that you can use of the weapon for additional stats. I'd like total cost to be resettable using Robux somehow. Is that a pay-to-win aspect? Sure, but it's not going to be too crazy, I don't think. And then you'll be able to essentially quote-unquote mage the gear with whatever stats you want. We'll make it work. Anyway, so how am I going to get this on here? This is going to be something... I can just do an additional additional stuff. Self.model set attribute I'm going to call this check. This is going to be called space, comma, it's not workable space, it's level-based space. Okay, next is self.model set attribute cost. Total cost, sorry. Total cost. And the last thing is kind of like, oh man, Bop, you there? I need input. All right, cool. So here's the thing. I want to add an improvement function later. But to add it later, I want to make my life easier later and kind of incorporate it kind of now in the back end. So the way MapleStory has it is they have a star system where the gear can go up to a certain amount of stars based on the level of the equipment. I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably just going to make it so that the gear can go up to, let's say, 10 stars. But I don't necessarily want to call it stars. Like it could be like diamonds or something. But it's basically an improvement of the gear, and each subsequent improvement costs more than the last, and has a lesser chance of actually going up. I don't want to add any kind of chance to destroy the item when you upgrade, because that's what MapleStory does. That's what I think most games do that, actually, where they have like a boom chance. I don't like that, so I'm not going to have that. But I will make it so that you have a chance of reducing the gear instead of making it go up. It makes more gambling. I don't know, dude. You say it's funny. I think it's just really feels bad, man. So should I just basically use what MapleStory did then, where it's like they have a boom chance once you get above a certain star count? I'm probably gonna use diamonds, not stars, because that's not 1-for-1 copying. Even though this is actually a system that I'm kind of being heavily inspired by them for, even though it's a system that like everybody uses. 20%. The thing is the chance to upgrade it is going to be so low that I don't like 20% chance. I like the idea of having like a 1% chance to increase, and if it's like a 1% chance to increase, the max I'll do for boom chance is 2% chance. So 1% chance to like increase the stats and 2% chance to destroy it. I mean, I don't like. I want to make people grind if they enjoy the grind. I don't want to make people grind because like they absolutely have to do X, Y, Z. I know it's a game anyway, but it's one of those. That's why I don't really want the boom chance in the first place. Yeah, I guess. I can make it so that like the last two up the this is the weird thing because so the way other games do it is they make it so that you can upgrade it or it'll be downgraded or it could also be destroyed. So it's like if there's a bunch of those things at the same time, it kind of messes with me. Nah, no, I just know the things that I liked in the games that I played, and I was okay with the upgrading aspect and the downgrading aspect. I mean, the downgrading was really annoying, but it was fine. But the exploding aspect, like the boom chances, has always been so aggravating, and so I don't know if I want to ever do that. That's why I'm still not thinking. Anyway, um, my actual question to you is, what should it be? Should it be like stars? Should it be diamonds? Should it be pearls? Well, like, what should it look like? You think? What should it be called, really? Because I'm trying to figure out what it should be called on the equipment itself right now. Yeah, it would be acorns is what you would use to roll the equipment, yeah, or to try to increase its star or diamond count or whatever. I'm just trying to figure out what it should be called. And like the specifics of it I'll figure out later, honestly, like the actual all that percentage stuff. All right, man. I guess I'll try to figure it out. Let's see. I can just call it tier. I'm already calling I'm already calling classes tiers, like class what tier 1 classes, tier 2 classes. So I don't know if I want to call it tier actually. Let's call self dot model set attribute. So the thing is the attribute is going to be 0. Like I know it's going to be 0. But because there is the ability to drop items, I need to have it on here because the pickup function needs to be able to find it. Space cost and rank. Rank? No, rank would be something else. I'll say rank for now. I guess I can just do tier. I can use the same term for different things, I guess. It's referencing different things, so it should be fine. So it would be tier 0. Alright. We golden here. I kind of want to delete that now. Yeah, just get rid of this. So I want to check this out now. So we go here. Oh wait, I can actually increase my strength. Oh no, what is this? Alright, let's figure that out. That's going to be in client toolbox. What is red here? Oh, that's fine. Try that again. Module clients.gui. Let's open that here. This is okay. Module clients.gui 109. Where's the text box? Base stat table. Oh, here we go. All right, let's try to go back in here, and instead of pressing the plus and minus buttons, let's try to all right, well, for starters, I can't even do that. So that is this toolbox here somewhere. I don't see it. Oh wait, text box. There you go. So I want to see what the problem was here. Okay, that is what I ended up doing, yeah. I do like input though instead of val. Okay. Let's try that again and see what the error was here. formula I'm unable to get. I know. I'm utilizing AI. I know that is almost certainly the problem. Just to inform you that it started like this. And the this str is actually like a value, like and it was num. Yeah, but it's not as efficient as this. It's okay. I just don't want to think too hard about it, so I'm just inputting it into AI, telling it to do stuff. All right, let's try this. Print results. Let's do this. Print input. Print care. Print. Oh, maybe I have to. Yeah. Oh, first, I'm gonna try this, and then I'm gonna copy these two and try this. I don't know if I can do that actually. Oh, resize studio to take half the screen. This okay, studio. Here you go. I'll just make it take the full screen because that's kind of what I'm doing things on. I'm gonna stand up too. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. So let's just go here, say 4. Yeah. Oh, 33-second ad. Oh no, what's this? Apparently, actually, that's not. Apparently, it works with the freaking string. Okay. Okay. So this does not actually work. Interesting. It's kind of weird, but whatever. All right, for I0 in string. All right, that's the problem. So it's actually not a problem of this. This is actually fine. Problem is here. Text and text or 0. Print text. Let's check it out. It should, yeah, it should still be fine if even if I do use it as a value. Okay, so nil. Text is nil here. Oh, really? That's so. Oh, get property. No, that's true. That's true. I think I was hoping that would work, and it didn't end up working. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Okay. Now we should be good. Although that's a problem. Okay, so the thing is, this should only go up to 3. Oh, shoot. What's the problem with this now? What? Are you kidding me? 127. Let's fix 127. And probably the thing after that, too. 127. String stat amount dot text is equal to string plus value. Oh, it's because... Yeah, I shouldn't use string as a variable, but still. Wait, what? What in the... What did I change? I feel like this is something that I did a control F and auto did. Let me look at what it was before, because that's definitely not what it was before, because it was working before. Module client stat GUI. It's going to be stat GUI module. And that's going to be, I mean, not in the same spot. So what is this? The mod stats. Mod stats. Here we go. It's the end of this. Yeah, this is much longer. This is definitely something I changed by accident, probably. This is what happens when you try to use shortcuts, even though those shortcuts should work. But whatever, whatever. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. SP. Okay, so this is not the problem we're having. This is the problem we're having. Specifically down, this is the actual issue. Right. Right, okay, where is val2? Here. Okay. And then we do the same thing here. Just those two places. Fantastic. Let's try that again. We go here, we say plus, plus, plus. Hey, look, it works now. Let's go 10, confirm. Yo, it actually worked. Okay. Okay, then. No, I didn't actually do that yet. Let's see. Let's go kill some mushrooms. Hey, I'm killing them fast now. Yeah, I can't do that yet. Okay. Fair enough. These things are popping up. X is not a valid member of string value position. What? Okay, I know the problem here. I didn't exit out of the while loop. Yeah, I did completely overhaul this, so yeah, task.wait lerp time. It's the only thing that I have here. Then it goes up here. Wait, lerp time should be like quick though. Like really quick. Oh, because it took like 4 seconds for it to destroy itself. Right. That's what I set it to. 4 seconds. But when it's destroyed now, all right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to the oh, where was that again? It's the module server monster. Module server monster. Follow. And new monster dot state, I think. Just to make sure. New monster dot server value get attribute state. server value get attribute state is not equal to died. And now I just need to make sure that areas sets it to died, not like capital. Yep, died. So let's check that out really quick. I will still not be able to pick things up yet because that's kind of what I'm working on. Ooh, that was an error. What is my error? Same thing. It was only one of them, though. That's so weird. That is so very weird. Wait a minute. Why do I have this while loop in the first place? Oh, because I know why. Because this will never iterate again. This part won't iterate again. Because target reached will always be false. Unless follow changes it to true sometime, but it never does, I don't believe. So that's why we need the while loop. Yep, new monster dot position X, Y, and Z, but these things are removed. Man, why does this not work? It's always these random things that just have nothing to do with what I'm working on right now, and they seem to be working before, but I guess my testing was on monsters that don't really move, a bulk of it. So this could be a problem. here, this is what I'm going to do. If x is equal to nil, then print the thing that's supposed to stop it from doing this. Wow, okay. Oh, I died. Yikes. Alright, here we go. Wait, no, that's staff instance. Oh, here we go. That's completely different from what I was. It's so annoying. It's annoying because these things drop items now, but the items aren't, like, good yet. That's what I'm working on now. And then I ran into the other issue. I was hoping to get that error before, but I got the... Oh, wait. Oh, is that... That looks like a... But, yeah. Completely separate issue. It was an interesting, weird kind of teleportation thing. Also, because of a weird timing thing, I actually died and then killed something. Kind of funny. Alright, I'll fix these issues. Let me check Twitch really quick. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna actually head off. Early day, early off. And I'll keep working on this because I'm getting a little hungry. And yeah. I will be back on Wednesday, hopefully with all of this stuff kind of done, because this is I'm in the home stretch now for this overhaul. I'm like so close to being done. I will talk to you guys later, and yeah, bye.